everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jake. This channel is called Jake of All Trades. Today Alright, so we had a little bit of a pivot last week. I was pretty sure that either Freezer or Giovanni was going to happen. And then Parker came along and stole the show, made it impossible for me to go in the next natural direction. And so today I reveal which path we were originally going to go on before the hijacking. And drum roll, please.
You that Freezer guy?
I am Lord Freezer, yes?
Awesome! I'ma deck you in the schnoz.
Ow.
Freezer. We were doing Freezer today. So, yeah, it took me a while to count up all the votes. I was actually trying to count them up last week as well, along with all of Parker's. And between trying to sort all of it out, it took a while. I'm recording this 2 days before it goes live, so I'm going to have a heck of a lot of editing to do in the next 2 days. So that should be fun. Anyway, so for the vote totals, because several of you were pushing real hard for either Giovanni and Freezer. For Giovanni, we had 57 votes. And then for Freezer, we had the magical 69 votes for Freezer. So proceed to make jokes in the comments. But this was, this was spearheaded by quite a few, you guys. Like we had, well, I'll go through the vote totals here. So we had BM for Life with 3 votes for Freezer. Brian DeVito with 3 votes for Freezer. Curtis R. Robles with 4 votes for Freezer. And BT Dubs, thanks for the pictures of the Nemophila, or I guess Nemophila show. That was really cool. I'm jealous. Very jealous. I want to see them real bad. Next we have Fumzy. Then Gary Holloway with 6 votes. Forgive me if I messed this up. Jeff B5 with 1 vote. Greylock 100 with, you had quite a few, 19 votes. Jaina Gerber? I'm not sure which, I apologize. JK Kansas Band with 4 votes. Jonas S. Jaywood Japan. Miko Metal. Parker with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 votes. I still have them. Some of them were votes for Freezer when he was voting for only one in Tora Tora, and I did not relabel them. So I have like Parker 60, Parker 110, Parker 113. So it took me a second there to figure out how many he had. Paul Matthews, Farron with 2 votes. Snowdog with 2 votes. Steven Chigwidden, Physics, Tom Clark, Vegeta Rabbit, love that name. Apologies if I messed this up. Zach 116, and then there was a Chinese or Japanese character. I did look up the Chinese and Japanese pronunciations of this character, and both meant life. So I'm gonna say life, or in Japanese, inochi, and in Chinese it'd be ming. Ming, I think, with the 4th tone. So inochi, ming, life. Please tell me exactly how I'm supposed to pronounce that. I tried. So anyway, so you guys really overwhelmed me there. So the one mainly leading the way with being Greylock 100. So appreciate the votes. Snowdog, I know you were really pushing for Giovanni. You got the majority of the vote for that one. Keep going. It'll probably be next week. And I know some of you were putting out votes for nonfiction days, as well as Curtis R. Robles. You're getting really clever with the keys there. So keep it up. One of those will be next week, unless there's a tie. And if you guys can coordinate a tie, kudos. So I think that is enough exposition and intro. I am looking forward to this. Looks like there is a lyrics video that I've got pulled up here, as well as the live version in Paris. So I'm excited. You guys are really excited about me checking this one out. So without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, so for the studio version of Freezer, here we go. Good start. Ooh. Good groove. I like what's going on here. Yeah, boom, boom. That's cool. Really groovy track. I'm trying to think of what the intro reminds me of. Let's cut out. Really intrigued by these lyrics. This is such a classic guitar solo. They look like they're having fun in that picture. That was really groovy. I like that. Okay, so according to Greylock 100, there's a show at Paris that's worth checking out. It looks like a fan cam. I'm gonna trust that this one's worth listening to, because I get a little skeptical of shows that are taken by people in the audience with their cell phones. Like, it's usually pretty distorted sound, but I'm gonna check it out, give it a try. I couldn't find the other two that you recommended, so I apologize. But without any further ado, let's get into this live one in Paris. Here we go. I can hear XiaoMi's guitar a lot better. love jump outs. It still gets me. I have to say, it's so different seeing them on such a small stage. Crowd's really into it. I really hope they come out with a like a good professional recording. All right. Okay, that was really interesting. Just kind of coming off the live version, it wasn't exactly what I was hoping it was going to be, like one of those professionally done live recordings that I got used to with a lot of the other Band-Maid or live Band-Maid songs that I've looked at on this channel. And but it was still good, and I liked the. Like, if I was gonna try to cover this song at some point, I think this would be that live version would have been really good to get that lead guitar during the chorus, because it was just really, I don't know, the Konami's lead guitar came through really clearly on during the chorus, and the thing that I was a little bit bummed out about was I just couldn't hear the solo that well, because that solo blew me away during the studio recording, and it was just it was in like different sections in the studio recording, where it's like I think there was like I want to say like 3 different sections to the solo, and like at any of the end of any of those 3 sections, it felt like that could have been the solo, and I would have been like, that was awesome, like cool, let's go into the final chorus. But she kept going, and like then there's like a moment where it seemed to either change keys or things got transposed a bit, and then she continued, and it was just really cool to kind of have 3 different types of solos, more or less, in the same song. And it really reminded me. It just sounded very like 80s rock to me. It was awesome. I loved it. And one of the I was trying to figure out what that intro riff reminded me. It sounded very Guns N' Roses to me, and that is that is great. I couldn't put my finger on it at first, but like just between the kind of solo and the intro, it just felt like a really good homage to Guns N' Roses. I know probably at least one person is going to get mad at me for comparing them to another band, but you know how great Guns N' Roses is. So like, please take this as a compliment. All right, it was so much fun, and I was curious as to why you wrote the whole thing about sleeping by a freezer. I get it now. It's such an interesting lyric that it's like not something that I would typically think of someone writing, like sleep by a freezer. Though I have to say, with how hot it's been, at least where I am right now, it's been like upper 80s, low 90-degree Fahrenheit, upper for those in using Celsius, 29, 30, 32 degrees Celsius. It's been hotter than I'm used to. So sleeping in a freezer sounds wonderful. Oh man, maybe that's gonna be my sketch for this video. Hey. Yeah, so anyway, really enjoyable track, very groovy. Just throughout the whole thing, even in the semi-heavy-ish intro, it was still, you know, pretty groovy. Like Akane on the drums is just like creating the personality for that song. Just setting the foundation for it. It was so much fun. Another thing I liked about the track too was that in the studio version, I could hear like one guitar in one ear and one in the other, so it was like this neat little contrast, like dun, 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 like that. I like that. I like that little back and forth contrast. That's so much fun. So thank you guys for suggesting this song. I really appreciate it, of course. If you haven't already, like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on all notifications so that you don't miss anything going forward. Please continue to vote on what Band-Maid song you'd like to see me do next, or if you have a request for another band, certainly put that in the comments, and of course I'll always give you a shout out in the comments. Also, if you have any suggestions for any guitar covers or vocal covers you'd like to see from me, leave that in the comments below as well, and I'll give you a shout out when I do those videos. And thank you to BM for Life for supporting me on Patreon. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. But that is all for today. Enjoy the rest of your day. God bless you, and rock on.